of Allah be upon the Prophet. 6 things that when you do them, insha'Allah ta'ala, they will assist your children in the memorization of the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ease our affairs and the affairs of our family. Firstly, al-awladu ni'matu min Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wa nahnu mas'uluna anhum. We should know that verily children are favor, bounty from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we are questionable regarding them. As Allah said, ثُمَّ لَتُسْأَلُنَّ يَوْمَئِذٍ عَنِ النَّعِيمِ, and then He will question you regarding every favor that He has given to you. Al-awladu zinatul hayati dunya liman ahsana tarbiyatahum. And the children are adornment, they are source of joy in this world for whomever take good care of the children. Wahum fi nafsil waqti fitnatun wa aduwwun. The children are also cause of problem, cause of trial for anyone that does not take care of the children. وَلِيَحْفَظُوا أَوْلَادُكُمْ الْقُرْآنِ. For your children to memorize the Quran, we should know verily إِنَّ هَذَا الْقُرْآنَ يَهْدِي لِلَّتِي هِيَ أَقْوَمُ. We should know that this Quran verily guide to that which is good. وَيُبَشِّرُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ الَّذِينَ يَعْمَلُونَ الصَّالِحَاتِ. And the Quran give good news, glad tidings to those that believe and do righteous good deed. أَنَّ لَهُمْ أَجْرًا كَبِيرًا. The Quran informed them that they are going to have a very big reward before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the Quran, as Allah said, بَلْ هُوَ آيَاتٌ بَيِّنَاتٌ فِي صُدُورِ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْعِلْمِ. Allah said that the Quran is a very clear verse of the Quran. Ayatun bayyinat. It is verses, very clear verses of Allah. Fi suduri alladhina utul ilmi, that is preserved in the mind of the people of knowledge. We want our children to be among the people of knowledge. Alayna bil atiyah. We should hold to these 6 principles that I want to mention. May Allah make them easy for us to follow. The first and foremost, if we want our children to memorize the Quran, أولا أن تكون لهم قدوة حسنة, is for you to be a good example, a good role model for your children. كن أولا ما يريد لأولادك أن يكونوا. You should be that thing that you want your children to become. You want your children to memorize the Quran. How many portions of the Quran do you memorize? Even though if you are not able to memorize everything, make daily effort to memorize something of the Quran. By doing so, your children will love the Quran, because your children love you and they will be infected by your love for the Quran, and that will make them to love the book of Allah, and the love for the book of Allah will make it easy for them to memorize. Man ahabba shay'an akthara min dhikri. As it is said that whoever loves something, we always remember it. You want your children to always remember the Quran. Kun lahum qudwatan hasana. Be for them a good example. Allah said regarding the Prophet, wa innaka la'ala khuluqin azim. You have the best character. So imbibe the character of Prophet Muhammad by being a good example for your children regarding the book of Allah. The second thing that we have to do, i'tahuhum al-ja'iza al-malmusa, is to give them physical gifts. Our children, they want from us good. Part of the gift that we can give them is our love for them. When you love your children, they will in turn love you and love everything that you encourage them to do. We should also give them al-jawaiz. We should give them gift, because children, they love something that is physical, something that they can feel, something that they can touch. You can buy for them al-lu'ba, you can buy for them toys in order to encourage them. You can buy for them, part of the gift that you can give them, al-rihlatu al-ilmiya at-tarfihiyya, is to make them, take them out to journey with you, to travel with you, to go on excursions. And you can also give them physical by buying them bicycle, but ma'al irtibati dhalika bil Quran. with the condition that you associate the gift that you are giving to them with the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whenever they finish a portion of the Quran, you can give them a gift for finishing Juzu Amma. Whenever they finish another portion of the Quran, you can encourage them with gift. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provide for us abundantly. The third thing that we should do, i'tahum al-masahif, is to give them a mushaf, that is a Quran. Mushaf is that place in which the Quran is written. When you give them, yuqaddiruna dhalika, they will honor what you have given them, that hadha laka ya waladi, hadha mushafuk, such that every child at home, they have their particular special Quran that is meant for them, that will make them to love the Quran and encourage them to always read the Quran, because they have their own mushaf. That is the third thing that we can do to motivate and encourage our children to memorize the Quran. Sa'iduhum bil ajhizatil haditha. You can assist them with modern technology like the Quran that is recited and recorded in musajjalat as-sawtiyya wal-mar'iyya, the audiovisual recorded Quran, which are recorded on phones. You can assist them with phones, MP3 players, and other gadgets that will be of assistance, even with computer. All this will go a long way in encouraging our children and easy their affairs of memorization. Allah has made the memorization of the Quran easy with this ajhiza haditha, with this modern technology that we have. And a Muslim should always benefit from anything that is available to him at every period of time. Then number 5, ilhaquhum bil marakiz al Quraniyya, is to register them in Quranic centers. By registering them in some of these centers or one of these centers, they are going to be encouraged. هذا يحمسهم ويشجعهم على القراءة. It will assist them and motivate them to learn. It is said, قديما إذا أردت أن تذهب سريعا, if you want to go fast, go alone. وإذا أردت أن تذهب بعيدا اذهب مع الآخرين. If you want to go far, then you go together, you go with other people. By encouraging or registering your child into a Quranic center, it will become easy for him because he's doing it in a congregation. And by doing it in congregation, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to ease his affairs, and that will also encourage him. If we know that verily is not the only one on the journey of memorization of the Quran, he will also meet some of the scholars, and he will see the way people honor the scholars, and by seeing that, he will also be encouraged to become a scholar. And part of the benefit when you register your child in the Quran is that he will be able to memorize regularly, because there is muqarrar, there is syllabus in the school that he must follow. Then the final that I want to mention in this video, utlu alayhim qisasul huffaz wa ahli al-Quran. Always recite to them, always tell them the stories of the righteous, the stories of the reciters of the Quran, of the people of the Quran, those that memorize it, those that recite the Quran in a portion of the night and portion of the day. By doing this all together, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, by the permission and help of Allah subhanahu, our children are going to memorize the Quran with ease. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala an yaj'alana min ahli al-Quran. I pray to Allah to make us to be among the people of the Quran, and to ease the affairs of the Muslim children all over the world to memorize the Quran. Inna hadha al-Quran yahdi lillati hiya aqwam. The Quran guides to that which is right. We should also remember that if we don't encourage our children to memorize the Quran, they will occupy that portion of their brain with other irrelevant things like music, like films, and the likes. So we have to occupy that portion of their brain for the Quran. It was mentioned that a scholar, the scientists, when they made a research, it was said that they found a particular portion of the brain that is empty. Nothing is occupied in that portion of the brain. They were making research regarding what occupied that portion of the brain. Then one of the scholars of Islam told them that is a place that is reserved for the word of Allah, for the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah in his infinite mercy shower his abundant mercy, rahmah and barakah and blessing upon us, and make the Quran loving to our mind, and make us loving to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alladhi nazzala al-Qur'an alayna, who has given us the Quran. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Barakallahu fikum. Wassalamu alaykum wa rahmatullah. Ila halqatin ukhra insha Allah ta'ala.